There's a rumor, a legend, that one of the greatest minds in history, Albert Einstein, the father of modern physics, failed math in school. It's a story that has inspired millions, and that failure is just a stepping stone to greatness. But what if I told you it was all a lie? Because the truth is, Einstein was never bad at math. In fact, he was light years ahead of his classmates. So how did this global myth come to be? Well, let's go back to where it all began. To understand how this massive misconception started, we need to take a look at one crucial detail: Einstein's report card. Because this whole myth, it comes down to a simple misunderstanding. In Germany, where Einstein went to school, the grading system was the opposite of what many of us know today. A 6 was actually the highest grade, not the lowest. Meanwhile, a 1 meant failing. So when Einstein switched schools, people later misinterpreted his top marks as failures. And before long, the rumor spread like wildfire. But let's set the record straight. Albert Einstein wasn't just good at math, he was phenomenal. By the time he was 12, Einstein was already solving advanced algebra and calculus, something most of us can only dream of. By 15, he had mastered differential equations, one of the toughest topics in mathematics. He was so far ahead that his teachers had nothing left to teach him. In fact, when Einstein applied to one of the top schools in Europe, his math scores were off the charts. If that's failure, then what does success look like? So if the Einstein failed math story is false, why does it still exist? Well, Einstein himself might be to blame. Einstein once jokingly played along with the rumor. Maybe he found it funny, or maybe he just liked the idea. That failure isn't the end of the road. And honestly, it's a good story. The idea that even the greatest minds struggled is comforting. It's proof that no matter how hard school feels, you can still be a genius. But here's the real lesson. Einstein didn't fail math. He mastered it. And if we want to follow in his footsteps, we don't need myths. We just need curiosity, persistence, and a love for learning.
Liftoff of Space Shuttle Discovery, taking the space station to full power for full science.
So the next time someone tells you Einstein failed math, you'll know the truth. He didn't fail, but that doesn't mean failure is bad. Because the real genius is the one who keeps learning no matter what.
Relativity, that mass and energy are both but different manifestations of the same thing. A somewhat unfamiliar conception for the average mind. Furthermore, the equation E is equal mc squared, in which energy is put equal to mass multiplied with the square of the velocity of light, showed that very small amount of mass may be converted into a very large amount of energy, and vice versa. The mass and energy were in fact equivalent, according to the formula mentioned above. This was demonstrated by Cockcroft and Walton in 1932 experimentally.